What is going on, guys? We're here for episode 5, I think. We're 39th in points after a absolute disappointment last race. I felt like a top 10 even on the cards, and we got right reared with like 10 laps to go. I went back and watched the replay, and I might actually stick the replay right here so you guys can see what happened, but
2 on the outside, you're 3, clear all around, got 1 right.
No! Yeah, it wasn't pretty. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and not suck this week, because we were good last week. We just need to, you know, keep in it. We need to not have any problems. We need to keep the car together. We need to not be a disappointment to Roger Penske. So, yeah, we're gonna take a look at the standings so you guys can see if you forgot them from last episode. Yeah. Here's your top 4. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, Alex Bowman. After that, we've got Brad Keselowski, Truex, Hamlin, Blaney, Logano. So in the top 9, we've got 3 of our teammates in here, and I have less than half of my next worst teammate's points, and I'm second last. Also, I'm behind Kaz Gralla, who's not even a full-time driver, so I want you guys to know that. This is how poorly we've been doing. So what we're going to do is we need to focus this time, I swear. We're going to have a good race.
Welcome to Phoenix Raceway, where we finish up the West Coast Swing. I'm Alex Hayden, and this track, with its removal of grass back in 2011 and reconfigured start-finish line in 2018, has gone through some major overhauls to get to where we are today. The changes have created some intense multi-groove action and ultimately led NASCAR to choose Phoenix as the Cup Series finale. Each end of this track is completely different, with less than 10 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2, and then 10 to 11 degrees of banking in 3 and 4. The infamous dog leg provides options to fan out and cut the track before funneling off into turn 1. Drivers will be looking to make their cars capable of running these different lines and be able to put the power down on corner exit.
So we've got a lot of work to do in this one. We have to make up some positions in the standings mostly. Like, we've had an incredibly horrible start to the season. Reminds me of Ryan Preece last year, actually. That's how bad our season start's been. Good comparison. I know my NASCAR. You guys underestimate me. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the data pad. I have no idea what the setup is here. I've watched some other YouTubers in my spare time, which admittedly is not very often. And I've seen them really struggle with looseness at this track, like just... You know, you're driving along and it snaps, but I'm on a wheel, and everyone else seems like they're on a controller. Oh my lord! Okay. We're gonna give this another try. This is... Something's wrong.
Easy back to pit road, don't tear it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna return to the garage. Something doesn't feel right now. Change the car setup to the extreme tight, and then I'm gonna try this again, because I don't... If this is...
Nice, consistent run.
This is how this actually feels on, like, low... I might have to turn on stability control for this. Like, that's how bad this is. Okay, here we go. 4th gear. They're gonna give us control. Phoenix isn't actually this wide in real life. Like, I want you guys to know that they actually put the yellow line in the wrong spot. Like, it's fine on this part of the track, actually. It's not correct anywhere else. The yellow line starts... Do you see where Preece is running? I think that's Preece, actually. It's Preece's first start of the season, I think, actually. Sorry, that's James Davison. Okay, never mind. But yeah, right there, you see that slight gray dotted line? That's where the yellow line's actually meant to be. They really messed this up, actually. It's too wide. Oh my god! Like, the car doesn't feel right. I'm getting loose on the straightaway. Okay, I actually feel pretty good. I'm gonna go to qualifying, I think. Where are we? First? Second! Behind Logano. Penske, woo! There we go.
Alex Hayden here to bring you qualifying at Phoenix Raceway. This oddly shaped 1-mile track features a dogleg area on the front stretch that produces some insane fanning out on starts and restarts. The lack of banking in the corners makes passing difficult, and the drive off a slippery expedition, so starting up front will be key. Despite Chase Elliott winning the 2020 championship from the back, this track is notoriously hard to pass with a low degree of banking. Today is about giving yourself the advantage out of the gate with good track position. Starting on the inside is also ideal, as you'll have the opportunity to cut that dog leg and potentially send it into turn one. Which driver takes advantage? Let's find out.
I feel good. Like, the car feels pretty okay. I hope we get 2 laps here instead of 1. I know there's 2 at Dover. And there's 2 at the plate tracks. I'd love if there were 2 at Phoenix. Okay, here we go. That wasn't very good of me. Tap the wall, more like a grind. I went in too deep. Gotta really wait on the car to rotate, but if you run any looser, then you're like so tight. Or so loose on like middle. Okay, that one felt good. Oh, this feels hooked up. Oh, bad exit. Got a bobble in the middle. What was that? What was that? P1, pole number 2, baby. Okay, that's awesome. We got second pole position of our career. Hopefully we can do better since we apparently enacted the crash clause for the second week in a row. I will say that. And yeah, hopefully we can make something happen. We get 3 of our teammates in the top 6, and somewhere Blaney exists. Somewhere. 15th. And DeBenedetto 23rd. Clearly I'm just the most talented on my team.
Welcome to Avondale, Arizona for the Instacart 500. Alex Hayden here, bringing you all of the action from today's Duel in the Desert. We are expecting a lot of great side-by-side racing, and the infamous dogleg in the front stretch has given us some of the most incredible restarts in 3, 4, and 5 wide passes in recent NASCAR history. Cars and drivers are lined up and ready to go. So let's head trackside and get those engines fired for today's race in Phoenix.
So I'm just about ready now. We're going to get underway here at Phoenix. We're going to go with the tight setup. And if I get that call from the crew chief that he goes, hey man, listen, we only have a few laps to pit. I'm headed down pit road. I do not care. That is apparently my cue. I didn't know it. Now I know. Now I know that is crew chief language for please pit, your tire is about to explode and almost kill you, and we'll know.
Race car's on track now.
We will know. So 78 laps in this one.
Car run, you're in the top 5.
Loose already because they started me on like a seam.
Clear.
That's just awesome.
Good progress so far. Keep moving forward. P2 right there. Keep digging. P2 right there. Keep digging.
Awesome to know I keep getting pole and then I don't lead any laps. Okay, we gotta get back to Hamlin. Oh man. This thing feels like downright sketchy. Like, it doesn't feel right at all. It's definitely a rear limited track, so hopefully whatever happens we can try and maintain some sort of order. I think Atlanta's next, so that's another 1.5 miler. We had good pace at we had really good pace at Las Vegas, so maybe we can have another like decent race at Atlanta. Not that I should be worrying about that right now whilst racing P2 at Phoenix.
Alright, top 5, here we go. All right, right there. You can see him. Go get him.
Truex has pace over me, I think. Like, I catch Hamlin off into turn 1, I guess this is now, every lap, and then I seem to lose it all down the straight. Although I didn't really lose as much this time.
Top 10. Come give me some more. All right, yellow flag. Pace car heading in.
Do I pit after this? Do I pit? Yeah, probably it would make sense to pit in this scenario. No, I'm not gonna pit. We're gonna chance it. Car seems okay.
Pace
I'm
car's
gonna
on track
check,
now.
make sure we don't have a ton of damage. Car seems pretty okay. Hopefully nothing broke.
You're in the middle here, 3 wide.
I'm not allowed to pass before the start finish line. Come on, guys.
Good
Is that
progress
the
so
pace
far.
car on the
Keep
track?
moving forward. Got one left, got one. All right, keep it high. All clear. Stay right. Wreck it.
So I'm assuming... What? Did we have a rogue pace car driver? What is happening? So I'm assuming they just left the pace car driver go back out on the track. So what happens here must be they let the pace car driver do that extra lap. He better not be up here again.
Got speed. Now get after him. One left.
Okay, he's
Stay
not
high.
this time. That was
Still
weird.
there. Pace.
We've had a rogue pace. It wouldn't be the weirdest thing that's happened in NASCAR, I guess, so
Got one low.
we'll keep it going.
Clear. All right, top 5.
You know what's weird? Car kind of handles better after I put it in the wall earlier.
Top 10. Come give me some more.
It's a little tighter, like more
Got
hooked
one
up.
left.
Feels good,
Clear all
actually.
around. Got one.
That's how you make
Keep focused
adjustments
here.
in this
Still a
game,
few more out
clearly.
front.
We're on lap 18 already then. I didn't realize pits,
Stay right.
or not pits, cautions would take that much time from us, but...
All right, hold your line. Clear. Got one left. One down low. Still there. Clear. Got one
Made a
left.
pass.
All clear.
High side seems to be the
Got
optimal
one
line
left.
in this game.
Clear all around.
Got one left. Did Elliott just hit me? I just get bump and ran? Is that the past tense of bump and run? Okay. I would, even if this finished like this, I'd take a top 5, but I'm not content just giving
One
up
left.
a win either.
Clear.
Oh, didn't want to run into my teammate. Whoops.
Clear.
There, working on Logano now. There's a seam there in 3-4. Or, what is that?
Got one
2?
left.
Turn
Got
2
one
now,
low.
I guess that is.
All right, hold your line.
There wasn't a seam there
All right,
last
hold your
game.
line.
Not that it's anywhere near the
All
same
clear.
game. Right about,
wide, you're
you
up
guys will
top.
see the camera shake. Right here. Actually, it didn't that time. I think it's like a sometimes thing. I'm really working on these guys. Like, I'm trying to get some passes made
Good
there.
job.
Pass
Go get me one
Truex.
more.
I should deliver something to Hamlin after he right-reared me in the last race, but I won't. I'm a clean driver who's 39th in points. I have to focus.
Stay left. All clear. Car right. Awesome job. Good job. Go get me one more.
We're leading! Leading our first
All right,
laps of the
that's the
season.
lead right there.
Had a rough start, but now we're 24 laps into Phoenix and we're having an okay race. Damn, I just took the lead and I'm driving away. This thing feels phenomenal after I put it in the wall. That's kind of hilarious, actually. So now my big concern is that Kyle Busch is 40th. And I think there may have been some people who pitted on those 2 pit stops, and I didn't realize we would waste 18 laps of green flag racing under yellow. So those people may actually make it to the end on what they have, so that's kind of concerning. I don't know how far back they truly are. I have a 2.3 second lead on... Whoops, I'm down on the apron. This track's really hard to master when you have no force feedback in the wheel. Well, there is some, it's just not very good. It needs to be stronger, like by a lot. Also, there needs to be like a center spring option. I shouldn't have to come up off the, like there's a little bit of a center spring, but it's so slight that on the straight I have to like hold the wheel completely level or I will end up in the wall. So Joey Gase is 39. Somehow Kyle Busch is 40th a lap down. Maybe Kyle Busch is out. I suppose that could be it. Oh! See what I mean? You lift off the throttle, it just turns right. Just so you guys can see what I'm battling with right now.
Low. Clear all
Down
around.
this straight.
One left, still inside. Still next to you.
Like, this is what I'm saying. There is no, like, center spring. Like, it doesn't bring you to the center of the wheel at all.
Got one right. Still next to you. All clear.
It shouldn't be that the straights are harder to drive than the corners. The corner you can basically just hold a consistent line and then that's that. Straights are not like that. This straight is actually, because you're turning. Maybe it's just the way this track's set up, like...
Stay left, stay left. Clear, clear.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to, go back to the view we like.
Stay left. Clear, clear, clear.
I'm not trying to die. Passing lap cars is stressful at this track. So I know for next Phoenix race we'll have to turn the difficulty up, because this is one of those tracks where the AI are just bad. I think the AI level actually depends more on the banking than it does on the track type. This further proves my point that Phoenix is not an intermediate track. It's not a speedway. I had got into this discussion the other day. Phoenix is not a speedway. Phoenix is a flat track. There is no... It's not a short track. It's not an intermediate. It's certainly not a speedway. It's a flat track. That's why it's called Phoenix International Raceway and not Speedway. Martinsville notwithstanding, because Martinsville was built in like the 40s, and everything was fast to them back then because cars were not fast at all. So they could get up to the same speeds at Martinsville as like probably most tracks. So that's why Martinsville's a speedway. Continuity. At least I'm pretty sure. But this is not a speedway. I will yell it from the rooftops. It'd be really weird, because probably I'm the only one who cares this deeply about it, but Martinsville's not a speedway. Or sorry, Phoenix is not a speedway. God, I can't even get my own points straight. So, who's this ahead of me? Suarez in 18th. So I've lapped everybody up to...
Car right.
That was a nice frame skip.
Clear,
awesome.
clear.
So Phoenix is a track where the difficulty has to go up. I now know this. Trial and error though, yeah?
Got one right.
Oh no!
Clear, clear, clear.
Oh! Can we get a yellow for that? I just binned it on the straight. That was upsetting. I'm gonna have to pit this time. That was terrifying, actually. I thought that was game over. So I'm gonna pit, I'm gonna take 4 tires, and hopefully we come out lead lap still. We might. I'd like half a lap to Hamlin, so probably a full damage repair after that, to be honest. It didn't pit me. What? I don't understand. So I'm now 36. I think it didn't just count my scoring line, because I was still lead lap. Hamlin didn't go around a second time. Are there no scoring lines in the pit road?
Stay high. All clear.
I think that's why I've been going a lap down for pitting under yellow when leaders don't. I think they forgot to code that into the game. How do you forget that? I don't understand. I went an extra lap down for doing a pass-through in the pits. I actually don't understand this. Luckily I should have the speed to make this up at this track, but I was just gonna repair damage and go green till like the end, because everyone else is probably still gonna have to pit, but they just put me an extra lap down. I should have come out a boat here with 4 fresh and it didn't pit me. Like, I don't think I was speeding or anything. Certainly something I'm not understanding, anyway.
Car right.
Oh my god.
Slow down. Caution's out.
Okay. We have work to do. Time to pit. Oh, this is upsetting. Full damage repair, full 4 fresh tires, full fuel. The car is undrivable on the straight, and this is something I'm not understanding. Now the question is, how many laps down am I going to be for pitting under yellow?
Clear all around. 3 wide, you're up top. 3 wide, middle. 1 left. All clear. Got 1 right. Wrecking. Yellow's out. Pace car's coming towards pit road.
No, I don't want to pit. What is even happening? Oh, big wreck.
Yellow's out.
Was that the pace car again? It was. They left the pace car. I found a real bug at Phoenix, actually. I have no idea
3 wide, you're up top.
what I'm meant
2 inside, you're 3
The
wide.
AI are so bad through here. Like, I don't understand. Why are you so bad at restarting AI?
3 wide, middle.
That was a poor idea on my part. Let's keep it together.
Stay right. Stay left. Caution.
You want to pit? No.
Clear, clear, clear.
Try and... Maybe we got lucky dog from that? Probably not. Still 30... What? Oh, maybe it put me 38th back of the pack? That could be it. I got sent to the back for the lap, for being on the lap I was on, but the other people who are on the same lap as me, like Joey Gase, didn't.
2 inside, you're 3 wide. 2 inside, you're 3 wide. 2 inside, you're 3 wide.
So I'm actually not understanding what the thought process
wide,
is
you're up
for
top.
like how you get placed in the running
3
order.
wide, 2 down there.
Because it doesn't really
wide, you're
actually
up
seem
top.
like there is one. It just
3
seems
wide,
like you
you're
get
up
put
top.
wherever you get put.
Got 1
It's
right.
really upsetting, actually. I had a great race going at Las Vegas, and I had a great
Clear,
race
clear.
going here.
Stay
This
left.
one was my own mistake. Las Vegas I get killed, but man, the start of this season has been about as rough as you can possibly get.
Still next to you. Clear.
Whoa!
Car right. 3 wide. 2 outside. Clear.
Somebody
clear.
just drove
Got
over
1
me.
right. Slow down. Caution's out.
What is going on? Oh, what is even happening?
Got 1 left. Stay high. 2 inside. You're clear all around. Back it down.
Oh
Yellow
my
down.
god, it's just Caution Central. That one wasn't even me. They had the
Stop
pace
2
car out
inside,
again.
you're 3 wide.
What are
2
you doing,
inside, you're 3
Phoenix?
wide.
Man, as soon as I can get down here to the bottom, like, fully. Okay, there we go.
Got 1 right.
Now
2
I'm
on the
going
outside,
for it.
you're
I want to
3,
be like
clear all around.
33rd or something. Highest I can get in this race
Car right.
is where I want to
Clear all
be.
around. 2 on the outside. You're 3. 2 on the outside. You're 3. 2 on the outside. You're 3. Got 1 right.
I'll use you guys up
Clear,
if I
clear.
have to.
Got 1 right. All clear. Got 1 right.
Where
Middle
are we?
next to you.
34th?
All around. 2 on the outside. You're 3. Got 1 right. Clear.
Head of Cody Ware. So what's the next?
Final lap.
Who is the next car we need to pass? Are they even here? It's not the 7 of LaJoy.
Car right. 3 wide. You got 2 up top. All clear.
Not either of these 2 cars here.
2 on the outside. You're 3. 3 wide. 2 outside.
There, I spun across the line. I just like went for it. Okay, that was upsetting actually. 33rd, 3 down. How did I end up 3 laps down? Like, I don't understand where I went 3 laps down. This is an actual issue with this game. Like, a lot of the stuff you can be like, okay, you can kind of like eyeball what's happening. If you physically cannot tell what lap you are on relative to the leader, you can't race. And I know for a fact that it's happening to the AI too. And it's happening when we pit. We automatically go a lap down when we pit. And it's like punishing you for pitting under yellow when you're meant to be pitting under yellow. Like, I know that, you know, drivers up to 7th did not go a lap down on pace, because when I crashed that first time and pitted, Hamlin had lapped like 3 cars. So I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm actually getting kind of frustrated, because that should have been a really good race. I should have been able to recover to like a top 10 even with the damage, because when I came out of the pits, when I pitted the first time, it didn't allow me to pit. There's an actual rant that I'm about to go on, because this game it's promising, and the only frustrating part to me is the fact that the game could be so much fun, and there's just these tiny bugs that just suck the life out of you every time you play it. But yeah, that's upsetting. I'm gonna just go over the finishing order here for you guys. Top 10 looked pretty realistic, honestly. We had, few people squeak in with some surprises, Eric Jones and Ross Chastain, but aside from that, pretty normal top 10. Tyler Reddick with a P2. Kyle Larson wins the race. Finally locks himself in, so the only Hendrick car who hasn't locked himself into the playoffs now is William Byron. So yeah, that is our race weekend. Well, anyway, that was an eventful race. We're up to 38th in the standings with our whopping 7 points, and the only person we passed is a part-timer. So yeah, Ryan Preece made his first start of the season, which don't understand. Yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. So we gotta set some goals now. We got to do some stuff. We gotta get into the top 30 first off, so we're eligible for the playoffs. Because I actually know that's a thing in this game. They actually managed to do that. But yeah, we gotta do that, and then from there what we gotta do is we actually gotta win a race. Because I don't think we can point our way in. There's people... Our 16th... There's a tie for 15th there, 104, 104. But yeah, they're on 104 and I'm on like 30, so I'm gonna need like a string of top 10s, like, period, and hope that other people have garbage races. I have a feeling I can get myself into the top 20 in points, but I'm not entirely sure we're gonna do much more than that before the final kind of races before the playoffs happen, because it's unpredictable. Like, you never really know what's gonna happen with the way that this game works. Like, it's hard. It's really difficult to like make sure that you're not crashing out or like having accidents. It's not easy. But yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. It tells me to keep going. Hopefully we can push through these horrendous results. 30 points 5 races into this. This is like a horror start to the season. Like, I'm not gonna have a contract next season the way we're going. But yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to let me know, and we'll keep going. We're gonna push through this. I'm gonna do the full 36 race season, I promise. I promise you that. Anyway, peace, guys.